But ladies and gentlemen, it's time for breaking. For WWE news. So Damian Priest took Lola Vice to the Bad Bunny concert. And yeah, they're like dating. So, and the crowd popped when he showed Damian Priest on the camera with him there. Yeah, he took her for her birthday or whatever, which is good for them. Here's him flexing.
No comment.
In Puerto Rico. Spectacular. So Ridge Holland debuted a new look at the NXT house show with new ring gear at a live event in Tampa, and his name is Ridge the Steam Pig Holland. And it's like, did Vince get yeah, I got an idea, pal. Call him the Steam Pig. I need to see you steam. Yeah, oink, 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 oink. This is a Vince idea because pigs roll around and you know that's something he would have came up with. Yeah, oink for me, piggy. Like, what the man? That's crazy. This has to be a rib. I was like, is this a rib? Someone responded. They're like, pork ribs? Like, I don't know, dude. I would just keep him doing what he was doing before. The Brawling Brutes were super over. I don't know why they didn't just put them back together or something. Speaking of super over, Rhea Ripley went uber viral again because she hit the stink face on Nia Jax, and then Io Sky did it right after. And so we have the video. WWE's official TikTok posted it. I love that Nia's wearing the Naomi warning gear too. Like, they need to team up the women's bloodline, dude. So there you go, going viral, making the rounds. Okay, so Jim Cornette says in WWE, fat singers can beat up the wrestlers now. He said to Jelly Roll, he said, where is
Thank you, you buy, boom.
Now, here's the thing. I get that. I get where Jim's coming from. I don't know, man. I think he'd have worked with him back in the day. And here's another thing, though. He's training and he's taking it serious. I don't expect Jim to know all that, though. So I expected him fully to keep the same energy that he did for Action Bronson with Jelly Roll. So, and he did. So, I mean, at least he's consistent. So here's Seth Rollins walking with crutches with his daughter. And I mean, guys, listen, this could entirely still be a work. Jacob Fatu had a boot on and worked everybody. But at the same time, it's looking more and more like it's not. I just hope he's okay at the end of the day. So yeah, so I just hope he's doing good. Blake Monroe did an ad for Maybelline, who was recently announced as the official cosmetics partner of WWE. And it's funny too, because a friend of the show, Nick LoPiccolo, you know, he's posting, he's talking to these sickos about, like, they're like, oh, Mariah May's not a bigger star. Like, Blake Monroe's not bigger. Dude, she's in a Maybelline ad. And not only that, but he quote tweeted this, and he's like, dude, she had a Deadline article to write an exclusive about her new ring gear before her debut. Where the did that happen in AEW? And these people are jumping on him like, what are they saying? Oh, she elevated from having some of the best matches in women's wrestling history in AEW. That elevated her stock. No one cares about that stuff. As much as sickos do, guys, I'm sorry. As much as wackos care about the match, the mainstream doesn't care that, oh, she did a lot of moves and got really bloody. in her match. They don't care about that. Like, what the fuck? It's stupid. They don't look at any of that, dude. And her stock definitely has risen. And I mean, she's in a fucking Maybelline ad, so.
You might think you saw my bad side at Evolution, but darling, I'm the glamour. I don't have a bad side. And I don't really think it's a coincidence that Maybelline partners with the WWE just as Blake Monroe makes her debut. And it's such pretty good timing because Maybelline has my back.
It's a fucking makeup commercial, okay? You guys get the gist. I also saw someone criticizing Blake as well. They're like, oh, what the fuck is this? She's like, her character, or it was Brian Alvarez. We covered it last night. He's like, I don't get it. She like idolizes some 60s star or something. It makes no sense. It's like, what the fuck? Her whole gimmick in AEW was that she idolized some star from the 30s or whatever. It's the same shit, bro. It's an extension of what she was doing as Mariah May. Like, if you don't see that, you're just being dishonest with yourself and you're out. So Roman Reigns shuts down rumors about having a sixth child. So again, the dirt sheets fucking lied and they just made shit up and were snooping in people's families. And then we all talked about it and
Liar!
it wasn't true.
Liar! Tell us what you know, you goddamn liar!
Done. They were trying to say I was like trying to catch up to Jacob. It's fine and done. Fine and done. I've done my job. I procreated. No more. No more. What's it gonna be about me? These damn kids can't go nowhere. They're like, how's vacation? There was no vacation. It was school till June, and then we started tutoring. Don't feel bad for me. Don't ever feel bad for me.
These two men will face Gunther 2 weeks later, Saturday or Sunday at SummerSlam for the World Heavyweight title.
Yeah, so Roman, again, so if I were to guess, man, I would say a documentary about his life on Netflix in the next couple years maybe come out. That'd be sick. Some big announcements for him in the works, I'm sure. So NXT North American champion, former TNA superstar Ethan Page was the Grand Marshal for today's NASCAR X Infinity Series.
Drivers, start your engine! Drivers, start your engine!
I wonder if that's soundboard worthy. That's a funny clip of Ethan Page. So here's John Cena in our last bit of WWE news as we get into the first match here. Mustafa Ali versus Cedric Alexander. I'm going Alexander gets the win because I think it's his first match since debuting. So this week we celebrate the Sharks of Water. Cena's hosting Shark Week, I think, again.
What's up, Shark fans?
I think he did it once before, right?
It's your favorite former host of Shark Week,
Yeah.
John
See, boom.
Cena. Shark Week forever! Obviously, sharks are amazing creatures. But you know what other creatures are amazing? Eagles. In the hit show Peacemaker,
He's promoting
got
Peacemaker.
a totally badass pet eagle. How sweet is that? They're like the sharks of the sky. Peacemaker returns for a new season next month.
And he's turning babyface, man. We covered it on the show. I got to watch Peacemaker. I got to finish Creature Commandos. I got like 3 episodes left because that will tie into the DCU, folks. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was WWE. Ichi Nissan Da. It's AEW news. So Alex Windsor won her AEW Collision debut match, and this is Will Ospreay's wife. Am I wrong about that? I'm pretty fucking sure I'm right about that. Right? Chat will correct me, and she is all elite. So congrats to her. I mean, obviously that was going to happen, and good on them. Good on their family. So Upper Deck decided that they are going to sell a collectible fork replica, or you can buy the match-used fork that Hangman used to stab Moxley in the head at All In and have him squirting blood everywhere, as Tessa calls Miller a stooge. Now, to me, this is just so confusing. Like, hey, we're selling, hey, Rizzlers fans, buy this, buy a Rizzler plushie and a fork that a man used to stab another man's fucking head and bludgeon him bloody on this show we had. I just don't get it. They know that they're selling to man children like Upper Deck and shit, so I don't blame them, because that's what this is for. Grown men, man children with man caves who collect toys and shit. I'm not hating on people who do that. I collect fucking comics for years and years and years. So, and I'm not hating if you're in your 50s and do that shit. If that's your thing, do your thing. I'm just talking on the marketing side of AEW. Like, don't try and tell me that Big Boom AJ, they're being used correctly. Don't try and tell me that there's even a point to having them there and putting them on these pre-shows, because what's the idea? Let's bring them in, put them on the pre-show. Hopefully they pop a huge YouTube number and a bunch of kids tune in to see the Rizzler, and then they ask their parents to buy the pay-per-view. No, that's the only reason I'd put the Costco guys or the fucking Rizzler on my show. And then it's like, hey, use this, buy a replica of this stab fork. So yeah, that's definitely insane to me that they would go this direction. But at the same token, when you think about it objectively, Upper Deck is selling to grown man children. It's what it is. So Nick LoPiccolo responded to this guy who was hating on Blake Monroe. He said, at the end of the day, the IWC and AEW fan base is so tiny and niche. Oh, sorry, this guy wasn't hating, actually, but someone was hating on Blake Monroe. Sorry. So this is about AEW fans. But he's like, it's so tiny and niche, no one in the real world does anything other than laugh at them. Nick LoPiccolo says, that's true, except someone in the real world called my CEO and asked me to stop calling it niche and laughing. So a real world dude called Nick LoPiccolo's CEO to say, laughing about this situation, but saying, hey, can you guys stop calling it a niche? How fucking babyish is that? I don't know. And then Nick LoPiccolo says private outreach was made to relevant leadership and to meet on Wednesday. So there's a meeting and shit. So who fucking knows? And yeah, that, ladies and gentlemen, was altogether chat Ichi Nissan Da for AEW News. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for no one's favorite segment, and it is called the Sickos segment. So, Jim Cornette destroys Jon Alba here. I actually didn't listen to this, but here's Jim Cornette on Jon Alba.
Who's the guy that's saying that Paige is just a star that would have been a star in any era in the 70s, the 80s, and the territories?
I saw that.
That he's goddamn what Magnum TA would have been. Who is this fucking clown?
Yeah, so it was some guy apparently who I saw in his bio. It says he's on SNY. I've never seen him, but apparently he does some wrestling podcasts here and there.
What is SNY?
The Mets Network.
Oh, good Lord.
But I don't know. But this guy, but that tweet went around.
The guy to Triple H Thoughts tweeted, yeah, sure.
Shout out Triple H's Thoughts, friend of the show.
Go into business for himself on live TV. He's got butterfly jeans and a fucking fake cowboy that would certainly get over in any era. I didn't do that tweet justice, but I retweeted it because I didn't want to steal his material. But what kind of delusional fuckwit is this guy? That who is it called? Paige Hangman Paige? It was more like Magnum LGBTA.
Magnum LGBTA.
In what era would Harley Race and Bruno Sammartino have main evented against Adam Page?
Well, I think the thing is that he's making a comment about someone he personally likes, but he doesn't know anything about wrestling before.
Yeah, he doesn't. And Alba's just like a schmarmy prick, and that's why Bischoff would go nuts on him all the time. So he just says shit that's like, what are you even talking about, bro?
Probably the 90s. So he's saying, this guy could have fit into anywhere in the 70s. What the fuck does this guy know?
Shout out Jim Cornette. So here's a little kid cutting a promo on Hulk Hogan. A real wacko here.
Let me tell you something, brother. When you walk in this beat shop, I'm surprised that you still got the shirt on, Jack.
Well, let me tell you something. Holster, the first time I met you, I was only 3 years old, but now I'm 6 years old. So now we gotta take it to a bigger level, man. Just like when you put that no good stinking giant over your head and send them right through the canvas in front of 93,000 Ultimaniacs. So what is...
Actually, this little kid never studied the business. If this little kid read my writings, Brian, he would actually know that it was more like 72,000.
Baby, learn Meltzer Inferno.
They gonna do when the power of the holster and the roaster and the dual 24-inch pythons run wild on you!
Well, you know, actually, if this kid studied The Observer like Dwayne did, like Dewey did when he was a kid, you know, actually, this guy would actually know, it was 73,000. Fucking Dave.
You know, poor people don't like AEW.
So speaking of AEW, here's a list of, I don't know why this is in Sickos and Wackos, probably because it's just Drain Bamager. Here's a list of AEW signings, right? So Megan Bayne, Mina Shirakawa. So let's go through them. Megan Bayne hasn't really been on TV, kind of used sparingly. Mina Shirakawa, relegated to ROH, has been on AEW, but won an ROH world title right away. Tekla's been featured a lot. Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight paired them up and haven't done anything significant. I'm sorry, at All In, like their match with Hurt Business, that was like such a throwaway match. Alexander, again, I explained him earlier, like they just view him as you're a wrestling machine, but really like his psychology in his TNA matches was got him over. It's not even so much his, like his skills back it up, but, and then Alex Windsor, I mean, and I'm not trying to diss, but it's like a nepotism, like who's Alex Windsor before, not even dissing either, but like she's with Ospreay. That's how most people know who she is, if I'm not mistaken, right? So it makes sense. But AEW Defender said this. He says, I've always been amazed by people with near photographic memory, from Leonardo da Vinci to LeBron James. It's a recipe for success. Unfortunately, it makes me a bit afraid to tell Tony Khan I'm AEW Defender if I ever beat him. He's going to remember some dumbass tweet I regret. Oh, man.
You fucking mark!
You know, dude, like just living in a fucking fantasy land. So these ladies reacted to the Naomi cash-in our last bit here in the Sicko segment. These ladies reacted to Naomi's cash-in, and they're just three casuals. And the responses to this fucking post are so fucking goofy, man. It's like, let these ladies enjoy wrestling. Like, imagine not welcoming in people seeing this and marking out really hard. Like, why are we shaming these fucking women for having a blast watching Naomi cash in at Evolution 2?
Who the Naomi? What the fuck is Naomi's here?
No, she's taking it.
She's Miss Money in the Bank. She can open it, right? She can challenge anybody.
Shut the fuck up. No.
Wait.
Are you fucking? No, that's not that. They're both tired.
It's a triple threat match. Anything goes.
It just
You can't have a triple threat match.
just moved to a triple
Down.
match. No, they're both like, oh my god. Dude,
Oh,
no.
fuck this shit.
Naomi,
No.
fuck you, bitch. This is a word. No.
So shout out these ladies show. And people are like, oh, these ladies, they're doing too much and all this shit. And it's like, well, yeah, they're putting on a show. Like, what do you fucking... And people just attack them. Like, let's read some of this shit. I couldn't believe the responses. Are they on this app? I would like a word. Yeah, let's find their Twitters so I can tell them to calm down and try and control their lives, because I wouldn't react like this because I have fucking zero energy. They all weird. Why are they weird? Because they love a thing a lot? I can't stand the girl in the green dress. She's so annoying and fucking too much. They're all weird, honestly. Are they weird? Is it weird because they're not exactly like you? Oh, let's all act the same. You're weird. Hey, everyone, be different. Be yourself until you do something that now you're just weird because I don't like what you did. No, fuck you. Fuck you. That's what I have to say to dickheads like that. The one in the middle was salty. The other two after this understood the concept and were okay with it, but the middle one Lord, she was pissed. Okay, well, he's just commenting on what happened. I don't need to read all this. It's just toxic bullshit, and that's why I put it in the sicko segment. Shout you ladies out. I like your energy. Keep it up. We need more people marking out about pro wrestling. That's the beautiful thing about it. You guys are invested. And that was the sicko segment. Ladies and gentlemen, flutes in the chat for the greatest, goatiest segment in all of pro wrestling and the IWC. And it is called Flutes in the Chat, Flutes in the Chat, Flutes in the Chat for Dave Meltzer's Dumb Moment of the Week. Never forget, guys.
This just in, we have confirmed that Dave Meltzer fears PWT and flutes.
That's from AI News right there. So Meltzer arguing with Raj again, talking about 40% of the Raw audience comes from the U.S., the number, blah, blah, blah. He's just arguing about numbers. Switchblade owns him here, right? And so he says that about 40% of the Raw audience comes from the U.S. The number under 1 million is same day, like a Nielsen number. The other number, our 7-day number worldwide, very different. Plus, views and viewers are different as well, Brian. The latest release is, actually total in some cases 5-month numbers. I tried to do direct comparison as Nielsen would, which is difficult for reasons I've written about at length and complain, Brian. However, the numbers for a number of reasons are more advantageous for streaming than television. He just doesn't understand shit. So Raj is like, one thing I've seen when I go to other countries is that Netflix is a thing for the wealthy, and those people probably aren't watching wrestling. So the more countries that get Netflix, the more it skews the U.S. viewing percentage higher. But still, I was stunned by how little the viewership changed when India was added, which is true. We've covered it here. Like they added 12 million and it didn't really change. But Switchblade breaks it down. He says, another perfect example of any public information completely refuting secret numbers that only Dave Meltzer sees. SmackDown on Netflix does 25% internationally of Raw's global Netflix viewership. There's zero reason to think Raw outperforms SmackDown International on Netflix. So I don't know. It's just him breaking it down. Smarter people than I breaking it down. This guy, Paul McDonald, said that someone's emailing Meltzer on the latest Observer Radio to say AEW needs to bring in David Beckham or Lewis Hamilton to raise their profile in the UK. And Dave responds, it's a good point. Well, like they could get Beckham there. Maybe get Ricochet to send him a fucking tweet. So Dave Meltzer had this to say about like Stooges stooging. Oh, should they change plans, Brian, when things have been leaked? And it's like, why? To give you fucking leaky McChucklefucks all the power? Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you, Dave? For you to control all fucking narratives when it comes to everything, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Control the shows.
The plan was to do
all leak shit, even though it's not real. Then they'll change to what I want, Brian. That's what Dave wants.
Absolutely. The plan was to do the injury to Seth Rollins at Saturday Night's Main Event. You're thinking he's hurt badly, he's gone, and then he surprises everyone, cashes in on the Gunther Punk winner, which probably Punk, right? That's the one he's always screwing with. I thought that was actually quite brilliant, but it's out now. So do you go with it or do you change it? I mean, and it's like there's no right or wrong. I mean,
they had to know it was going to get out.
They don't think anything's going to get out. I mean, sometimes it does, but I mean,
they got it under lock and key, Brian. I figure it out, though. My sources leak to me. They don't ever think it'll get out. Yeah, Dave, you get what they give you.
Dummy, yeah.
You get what they give you, bro.
This one easily, put it this way. If you look at all of the people who were reporting, okay, there's only one who got it. So it's like it wasn't that easy. And it wasn't me. It was John Pollock.
Everybody's spidey senses were tingling when you watched it.
Mine were?
Absolutely.
Mine were. Dave's always like, mine were. In hindsight, fucking idiot. He's not breaking it down even the way we did. We're like, dude, if Seth's match went the full time, then when would Goldberg have gotten cut off? Before the finish of his match? Like, come on, Dave. You're not mine were. You weren't even watching the show. You thought that they booked Charlotte against Bliss against each other when they're fucking booked in a tag match, so you didn't even watch SmackDown or Raw. You're a fucking idiot, dude.
Mine were. When I saw the way the announcer reacted, my first thought was, that they were too ready
Yeah,
So
I thought Cole gave it away.
Absolutely.
I thought that Cole gave it away. These guys are so funny, man. So in our last clip here for Dave Meltzer's dumb moment of the week, what's the purpose of going head to head when you don't even try to have the superior product, Brian? And that's the thing. Dave is such a stupid idiot. Who doesn't fucking study the business at all.
The best guy is Tony Khan.
Has never had Wagyu beef or McDonald's. Okay.
Poor people don't like AEW.
And he's sitting here saying the dumbest shit ever. Like, Dave, I thought you studied the business. You know that what they did was dominate the news cycle. So on Sunday, come Sunday, they took eyeballs away with Saturday Night Main Event. They're hoping Goldberg took away a lot of the news cycle, went viral for his shit that got cut off, that they uploaded to YouTube, all that sort of stuff. And then Sunday, the day after All In, all anyone was talking about was Naomi's cash-in. And then Monday Night Raw, Roman fucking Reigns returned, and they stole the fucking headlines that way. What are we talking about here, Dave Meltzer? And he's like, the superior product. What's superior product? More blood and flips? They did more moves and blood, Dave. Is that what you're talking about? So let's listen to this fucking cope.
What's the purpose of like going head to head when you don't even try to have the superior product? Head to head, compare it. You know what I mean? There was no comparison. You went in there with, not even a championship match, a tag team match with women, and Ricky Starks and Ethan Page.
So, okay, yes, Great American Bash went against their fucking pre-show, Dave. So AEW All In's pre-show was complete trash, senseless, nothing, meaningless gaga.
You know what I mean? It's just it were matches that nobody cared about at any level.
Like, why is Dave talking like this when head-to-head with All In, though? Great Saturday night's main event went head-to-head. Everyone was talking about Goldberg. Everyone was talking about Naomi Sunday. And then Raw, they stole all the fucking headlines again. And then this SmackDown, Cena and Cody Rhodes stole all the fucking like, Dave, it's called, they stole the weekend news cycle and the Monday news cycle, which is one of the most important. They stole it all away. Can you take it all away? When you shoved it in my face. He's like, oh man, when Big Boom AJ was out there, it really wasn't. How could Trick Williams against, like, what are you talking about, dude? This was like at 1 p.m. or whatever.
Against the show that was so well built up. Like, why?
A show that was so well built up? Like, why? Dave, the pre-show of All In wasn't so well built up. It was randomly thrown together unannounced matches, and that's what it went head-to-head with. And All In wasn't well built up. Do you know how we know? Because they drew a Raw attendance, and they did the worst TV rating, one of their worst ever, the following show.
Why make yourself look second-rate when, for the most part...
How did they make themselves look second-rate? It's a fucking developmental brand. Dave looks like Brock from Pokemon got hit in the head by his Geodude.
People think you're the number one. What's the purpose?
He fucking disgusts me, and what he's saying, he knows this is what it is, Chad. I'm not even going to tell you. I'll let my friend
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
More cope than Adam Copeland, and that was Dave Meltzer's dumb moment of the week.